What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing analysis on TLRY stock. First of all, brief information about this company. We are on their website and as you can see, Tilray is a global leader in cannabis research, cultivation, processing and distribution. We aspire to lead, legitimize and define the future of our industry by building the world's most trusted cannabis and hemp company. And here is some financials about this company. Their total market cap for now is $4.39 billion. Their revenue is $191.34 million with a net income negative $271.07 million. They have total cash of $205.68 million with a total debt of $341.3 million. The current ratio is very good, it is a 1.91, and let me remind you that good current ratio is between 1.5 and 2. And here is the article. It was published on March the 3rd, 2021 on Investor Place, and it says play a game of pot monopoly with the Tilray stock. And it says that on February 17th, Tilray released its fourth quarter and full year 2020 fiscal results. Even with the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, Tilray generally had a successful quarter and year. Here are the fourth quarter highlights. Total revenues increased by 20.5% year-over-year and 10% quarter-over-quarter. Cannabis segment revenue rose 46% year-over-year and 31% quarter-over-quarter. On a quarter-over-quarter basis, international medical sales increased by 44%, adult use sales by 27%, and Canada medical sales by 24%. And about the full year bullet points, they have total revenue increased by 26% year-over-year. Compared to 2019, and the cannabis segment grew 25% while the hemp segment grew 28%. Next one, the average net selling price per gram of cannabis increased by 51%, and 2020's proportion of international medical sales increased to 23% versus 12% in 2019. And Tilray CEO Brendan Kennedy also reported that his company reduced its costs by $57 million on an annualized basis compared to 2019's fourth quarter. And of course, we all know that there is a merger between Aphria and Tilray. The news of the merger with Canadian cannabis rival Aphria is so consequential that the two companies felt the need to create a separate website to address it. And here is this website, and it says creating the largest global company by revenue. And it's quite simple for now. But I will put the link, all the links in the description below. You might read it by yourself. And here you can see the FAQ section, and they have a bunch of answered questions, and I think it will be useful for your own due diligence. And let me remind you that your own due diligence is a must when you invest in different companies. And as long as we have this type of news, it was published on February 22nd, 2021 on Seeking Alpha. It says recreational marijuana use officially legalized in New Jersey. And the second was published on the same resource at the March the 1st. And it says recreational marijuana legalization is coming to Virginia. As long as we have this type of news, these companies, cannabis companies will grow. And as you can see, we again on Tilray website, as laws and regulations regarding cannabis and hemp evolve in different jurisdictions, we are actively seeking to expand our operations around the world. And here you can see the map of their expansion, and it is a good company to grow your capital and to invest in your money. But we have an opposite opinion, and it is a flip side of the coin. And it is also Seeking Alpha website, and it was published on February 18th, right after this huge spike and dump. It was published right here at this point. And it says Tilray international expansion isn't enough. The summary has 4 bullets, and it says Tilray reported a mixed Q4 earnings report with several divisions struggling. Second bullet, the international medical cannabis sector saw a giant revenue boost to 11 million from relatively low levels. For third one, the stock has rallied over 200% in the last few months and is now out of touch with forecasts. And basically the third bullet isn't related to this article, and we have a takeaway. The key investor takeaway is investors need to grasp that Tilray soared from below $10 to $30 based on irrational excitement surrounding the potential US legalization of cannabis. The stock isn't up over 200% in months due to the international medical cannabis quarterly sales reaching 11 million. Investors should avoid Tilray here. So, it is a flip side of the coin, but nevertheless, if we take a sneak peek on institutional investors, and we are on Fintel.io website, you can see that all green lines they indicated that these institutional investors, they are buying this stock, and we have only several red lines. This means these companies they closed their positions, but all across the February, as you can see, we can see more green lines than the red ones. This means institutional investors are still buying this stock, and that's why we continue with our technical analysis. But before we jump in here, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this before and hit the notification bell. In this case, you won't miss my next video. And if you like my videos, please hit the like button. It helps me a lot. So here we have this weird spike of price, and it was more than 200%, and then huge decline in a couple of days for more than 60%, and now we are hovering right around 67% from this peak. And let me show you my Elliott wave breakdown. I will switch to the log scale in order to see better these price movements. And here is the first wave, here is the second one, and here is the third one. And these three waves, they give us this movement. Let me turn off these three, this huge movement. And on a greater scale, this movement is only the third wave of a greater scale, and here it is. As long as the fourth wave haven't retraced to the territory of the first wave, we are still bullish, and from this point we might go up. Let me change these to breakdowns, and from this huge wave we can see this retracement. I pull Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of this huge run to the top of this wave, and as you can see, we have a respectful level of 0.65 and 0.618. We had this respectful level, but then we break it to the downside, and then we bounce from the 0.786. And as you can see, all the movements on the markets, they are pretty much technical, and you can make some assumptions based on different tools. And here we are hovering right in the middle of 0.65 and 0.786 region, and we have some resistances. Here is the first resistance. It was resistance right here, and it becomes a support right here, and we bounce back from this support, and right now we are above this level. And here is the previous resistance. It is on a greater scale the first wave, and on the impulsive wave, according to Elliott wave theory, we cannot have a fourth wave retracing to the territory of the first one. So this will be the major support for the asset, and it will potentially have a 50% to the downside from this level. And if you want to invest in this type of company, if you have done already your own due diligence, then from this point you might accumulate your position, and here is your first entry point right at the opening hours, because from this point we might even go up, and your second entry point might be at 0.786 level as an investor. So with that being said, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you haven't done this before. See you guys next time. Bye.